Hi guys, good morning. A little bit late starting, couldn't get the feed working to begin with. If it's not coming through properly, send me a message and let me know. I think it's working now. So we're going to get straight into it. So first thing I'm going to do is some circles. So we're going to reach up, going to fold, draw a circle one way, get to the top, and then go back in the opposite direction. About 5 more of these. Fairly sunny here again in Manchester. Lovely day. We're in the shade here, but it is really nice. Good. We're going to go into 20 jumping jacks. The old school tunes on the go today. Loving the vibe. Then we're going to go into some reverse lunges. So we're going to do 10 off our left leg, then 10 off our right. So hands on your head or hands on your hips. We're going to lunge back, taking your foot back, so we end up with a nice 90-degree angle here from my knee. Knees gently touching the mat or the floor on each rep. Swap over. Three more. Gonna reach up, gonna fold, send your hands to the mat if you can. Gonna jump back into your plank or just step back if you prefer. And then we're gonna touch your shoulders. Squeezing the core. Another 10. Last one. Plank. We're going to sink down. As soon as we touch the mat, we're going to push up. We're going to do about 10 push-ups like this. Keeping my hips on the mat. Let's do 5 more. We should be nice and warm. So grab your kettlebell. I know everyone's going to have different weight kettlebells. Obviously at home you're not going to have a big selection of them. I've got a 16 kg kettlebell here. You might have heavier, you might have lighter. So whatever we do today, you might need to alter the rep ranges. If you're using very, very light weights, what you want to be doing is slowing the movements down, keeping the muscles under more control and the tension for longer, and you'll find it'll just be a little bit harder than perhaps being quite explosive. So first thing we're going to do, part of our warm-up, we're going to do some deadlifts with the kettlebell. So kettlebell needs to be right under your chin, feet are shoulder width apart. When we get down into the get set position, we need to make sure we keep our back in this neutral position, protecting our lower back, avoiding injury. I mean, these are really, really light, but it's good to practice your technique now before we go back in the gym and obviously start moving heavier weights around again. So as I go down, I'm sending my bum out behind me, I'm keeping my shoulders back, I'm keeping my chest out, take my kettlebell with 2 hands, I inhale, and I drive my hips forwards. Inhale on my way down, touch the mat, exhale, drive your hips forwards. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can do most of these exercises with a dumbbell. You can do it with perhaps a bag. Obviously, you might not get to the weight you want, but all these movements are possible with everyday items. I might go and find a bag in a second actually, just show you how we can do it. Do another 10 reps. As I said, I'm working a lot slower than I probably would do normally with a deadlift, especially in the negative part, going back towards the mat. Three more. Cool. So, next thing I'm going to do is some double-handed swings. The movement is exactly the same as what we've just been doing here. So we're still looking for a hip hinge in exactly the same way. We're sending asses out this way. This time we're going to be a little bit more explosive. Instead of carefully driving my hips forwards, I'm going to pop my hips forwards in a more explosive manner. Lots of different ways of setting up kettlebells. There's no right or wrong, so I'm going to show you the way that I do it. So, instead of having the kettlebell right under my shin, I'm going to take it about 1.5 foot in front of me. I go into the get set position exactly as I did doing my deadlift, but this time I take the hand with the kettlebell and I tip it towards me. I'm going to inhale as I swing it back. I'm going to exhale into my first rep. We're going to do 20 reps roughly. You can probably hear I'm really working with my breath. Another 10. 5 more. I decelerate and I pop the kettlebell down exactly where I started. We'll take a minute's rest and then we're going to do another 20 reps before we move on. Hi there, Johan. You alright, Mike? Alright, Andy? Just while I'm recovering, I'll show you potentially what you can do just with a bag. So I've just grabbed this from the inside of the door. It's one of the kids' sports bags. So look, I can still do my deadlift. This is obviously very light, but I could fill it up with whatever I wanted. I can even do a swing exactly the same way. I can use dumbbells. A bit awkward using dumbbells, but it's possible, especially if you take the dumbbell in one hand. Anyway, let's do another set of swings, about 20. Another 10. and rest there again. So, nice and warm now. What we're going to do for the rest of the session is kettlebell complexes. So, when we've got slightly lighter weights, one of the good sort of things we can do with kettlebells is join a few exercises together and make a big set or big superset, big giant set. It works really well with kettlebells. Full body exercises, so we'll probably work the entire body with each little set. So the first one we're going to do some squats, goblet squats with a kettlebell, straight into some curls using the kettlebell. Quite awkward, but we can make curls work with a kettlebell. And we're going to leave the kettlebell, do some push-ups, and then we're going to do Turkish sit-ups. So first exercise, we're going to do 10 reps on each one. You're going to take a kettlebell, hold it in front of your chest, elbows are down, feet are shoulder width apart. Nice deep squat. Make sure your knees are staying out. Five more. Then we're going to go straight into curls. So I'm holding the kettlebells in the same way and I'm curling up to my chin. Really hits your forearms, this version. Reps. Then we're going to go straight into push-ups. I'm going to keep my elbows in tight to see if I can hit my triceps a little bit more. And then we're going to finish off this little set with Turkish sit-ups. So this is quite heavy for a Turkish sit-up. So be interesting. Not sure how many reps I'll be able to do, if any. Swap over. And then rest. I'm going to give myself about a minute and a half. Then we'll try that little set again. So as I thought, sit-ups were definitely the hardest part then. First rep took me by surprise a little bit, then I got used to it. So I did 6 reps then. I swapped the kettlebell halfway in between. Next time round, I'll see if I can do 5 off each hand. My mum and dad are watching. Hi mum and dad. Hi Jenny, hi Joe. Right, let's try this again then. So, 10 reps first. 10 squats first. 10 kills. 10 tricep push-ups. These are the killers. Let's give them a go. 5 off each side this time. So press your kettlebell and then set up. Swap the kettlebell over. And rest there. That was hard. Hi Lindsay, hi Tom. You giving this a go today, Tom? I know you tried last week's routine. If you've not got a kettlebell, as I said, you can adapt most of it to use a dumbbell. So, 4 new exercises. So we're going to do single swings and rows. So we'll do 1 set for right hand, or 1 set of swings off our right hand, 1 set of rows off our right hand, and then we'll repeat it off the left. So again, we're going to go for about 10 reps on each exercise. So we'll go swing, row, non-stop, and then rest. 30 seconds, then we're going to do it. Right, let's give it a go. So, just before you start the single swings, exactly the same. Same setup, get into the same get set position, but we're swinging with one arm. Take your hand slightly to the outside of the kettlebell. Another thing that I think helps is when you're setting up, put both hands onto the kettlebell and then take your hand out to the side. If you don't do that, people tend to reach like this and send their shoulder behind them. We want our shoulders to stay square with the rest of the body. It's going to move a little bit, but you do see people doing this. Don't want that. So to try and avoid that as much as possible, start with both hands on the kettlebell, tip it back just like before, and then everything else is exactly the same. Kettlebell down, go into a staggered feet position. I'm on my right side, so I've got my left foot out in front, and then I'm going to roll the weight up into the body. Swap sides, so everything's exactly the same. Both hands on the kettlebell, take your right hand out to the side, straight to 10 reps. Right foot out in front this time, and then just go straight into the rows. And rest there. 1.5 break, then we'll repeat that. Swing, row, swing, row. Sounds like a horrible English rugby song, doesn't it? Right there, Hughesy, you should be doing this. Got over your birthday yet? 30 seconds, then we'll do a second set. Right, so this time I'm going to do the full set, all 4 exercises non-stop, then we'll move on to a new little complex. Ush. 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 Armrest. Tom Breed, what are you doing here? I'm joking, nice to see you. Right, so while I'm resting, last little complex. We're going to do lunges. We're going to do what I call burpee deadlifts. Sounds fun, I know. And then we're going to do wipers. It's giving me about a minute. Just like we've done with the first two, I'll go nice and slow through the first set and then do the second set as I'd normally do it. Right, so the lunges, we're going to take the kettlebell into the rack position. So kettlebell is balancing on my forearm, my bicep, my fist is right at my chin here, and then I'm just going to do normal forward lunges. Swing to swap over, take it into the rack position, the other side. And the next exercise was a burpee deads. So just like we did in the warm-up, I'm going to do a deadlift. As soon as I put it down, my hands go to the mat, sprawl my legs out, back in, back to the deadlift. And the last exercise, I'm getting tired, I can't remember. Oh yeah, wipers. So I'm going to go down the mat. Press the kettlebell over your head, bring your legs up in the air, and we're going to send our legs like windscreen wipers over the top of the body. We'll rest a minute and a half, and then I'll do that again. Whew. Right, last set. Lunges first. Burpee deads. And then finish with wipers. That's us done. We'll do some stretching, and we'll call it a day. So we'll stand up. Obviously doing kettlebell swinging, doing a lot of work on our hamstrings, so let's concentrate on them. Feet shoulder width apart. Step your left leg forwards, bend from your right, hands lightly on your right thigh, and we'll just lean forward and hold. Make sure your shoulders stay back. It's not like this. Nice flat back. Then we can lift our toes up if we want to. Hold for another 10. Then we'll go the other side. Step your right foot forwards. Bend your left leg. I'm not putting too much weight on this leg here. Lift your toes up. Find something to hold on to for balance. Stretch out the quads. Knees are together. And I'm just pushing my leg back into my hand. Swap over. And we'll hit our calf muscles. We'll go into a staggering position, pushing against the wall. Swap feet over. Take your arm, put it across your chest. Tuck it in nice and tight with the opposite forearm. Then we're going to twist and look over our shoulder. swap over, twist, look over shoulder, reach up, reach down the middle of your back, grab your elbow, put it tight to the body, and then we're going to stretch over to the side. Swap over. Oh. That was fun. Hope you guys got something out of that. If you want to repeat each of the 3 rounds an extra time, so 3 in total or even more, go for it. I had a fairly heavy kettlebell for what we were doing today. It might work better with a slightly lighter one. It's just about experimentation. As I said at the start, everyone's going to have slightly different equipment, but you're going to be able to adapt what you've got for those exercises. Some people are probably going to be doing less reps, other people are going to be doing more. If you have got a selection of kettlebells, you might want to use a different kettlebell for each exercise. I think part of what made that quite challenging for me today was the fact that I used the same kettlebell for each of the movements, which isn't ideal. But you know, we're all in lockdown. I own a gym, and the only equipment we've got in the house is a kettlebell and TRX. So in the future, I might do a similar video showing you what we're doing at home with our TRX. Otherwise, keep up to date with our bodyweight exercises that obviously everyone can do. The next class we're going to do is going to be 6:15 on Friday. Another bodyweight hit. It'll be about half an hour long. Again, it's going to be really, really tough. Everyone we've done so far has, well, we've got a lot of feedback saying they were pretty tough, and that's where we want it. Perhaps you're not going to be training as much, but let's make the training we're doing as intense as we can. See you later.